my idea for Red Mage with Evolved is this. They do Jolt 3 into Impact. And I feel like if they do only that, it really takes away like the white and black mana. So they definitely can't do that, right? Oh, I hope they don't do that. Because I feel like balancing mana is like a big part of Red Mage's kit. So obviously like the melee combo, it's gonna be just one button, right? I think they'll also have the finishers on this, right? Okay, so yeah, I think it'd be funny if they brought back the extra damage, because I feel like that kind of goes in line with them wanting to add more character to each job. Because right now, like you're only using engagement because it's safer. But I really liked in Shadowbringers, and probably before, where displacement had like a couple extra potency for it. With acceleration, I don't see them taking away your instacasts, right? So which means to me, I don't think we're going to lose our Air over Thunders, right? What I think will happen is we'll still have access to Jolt into Ver Thunder or Ver Air, but instead of proccing to an extra button, they'll probably put it on top of Ver Thunder, right? So rather than having this whole extra button, they'll just have it as, oh, Ver Thunder turns into Ver Fire, and vice versa. Ver Air is going to turn into Ver Stone. With Flesh and Contra 6, I can't see them changing those, but I could see them consolidating it and giving you like 2 charges, and it'll like always do AoE damage, because it really seems like they're just trying to like cut on button blow. And I can't imagine they would get rid of our Addle and Magic Barrier. What was the other idea I had? I also think like them having Embolden and Manification isn't really gonna change. I guess they could put Manification on Embolden, and just like when you no, actually they might just take away Embolden, because they're taking buffs away, right? So they'll probably take away Embolden, maybe put Vice of Thorns on our shield, because I feel like they'll put that shield up, right, from PvP, and so that Vice of Thorns will just go on our shield mitigation. But I'll keep Manification. I would be interested to see if they take away our Manification like proc, where like the farther away we are, we still have access to a melee. Because really, they only gave that to us so that we could stay in range during 2 minutes. And so if we don't need that anymore, they might just cut that too. It doesn't really make sense for them to keep that when like we don't really have to use stuff around 2 minutes anymore. So I'd like to see that, because again, like that's one of the fun parts about Red Mage, is like having to get your combo off and like get in melee range without like messing other people up. I see them keeping obviously the core mechanic of it with dual cast. I would be interested to see if they keep their Cure and Veraze, or if there'll be like some adjustment to that. But yeah, so that's my thoughts right off the bat. I would wonder if they take away AoE abilities and just make our natural abilities AoE. Because I think there was something I was seeing with Paladin, where the shield toss now is just doing like AoE stuff, or it looked like the Paladin shield lob or shield toss was doing AoE damage. I was thinking maybe if they wanted to consolidate something, I know they've been trying this thing out where if you're locked onto a friend rather than an enemy, it changes up some of your stuff. So maybe like their Cure and Veraze will be tied to other things. Oh my, I'm so excited for the new animations. The fact that we're getting new animations and can like flip them around or change them out, that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, if you guys like that, cool. I'll snip that up and put it up on the channel. I really want to start doing more stuff for 14. I've always loved this game. I've always had so many ideas for content. I never pulled the trigger. And I hope now with a little bit of extra time, I can make some stuff. Because I think just having like a log of like all the animations for each job would just be so cool. And I think if I do some work now, I can get them all ready before Evolved comes out. And the new like animation swap. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts. I don't really know any other jobs as well as Red Mage, so I don't know what they'll change. I feel like for Picto, they probably won't change too much.